I had to push this in if I'm already in Mexico City because this is a truly fascinating museum. Okay, let's get into the agenda for today. Let me quickly call up everything. Okay, so first things first, right? You guys got to mint your attendance badge. Right, posting it now. Did it work? Is it in the chat? Doesn't show for me.
I'm checking. Nope, it's not there.
Aha, now it's there. Okay, should be there. Mint your attendance badge. Don't forget, it's important. Okay, and we have a few updates. So first, as per usual, Julian, you want to have the honors of updating anyone who is here or who sees the recording or gets the summary in the newsletter about what's been going on the protocol level. Has there been much going on? If yes,
Yeah, there's
what?
actually been a lot of things under the hood that people don't see. I mean, not at the core protocol level, but at the app level, at the Unlock app level, where we migrated the backend, and it actually happened this morning. Nobody complained, so I feel like this is a success. We were using Heroku, we're now on Railway. If nobody's complaining, I think that it's because nobody noticed, and that's how it should be. Basically, a completely uneventful migration. That was one of the big one. At the protocol level, though, Clément has been working on various things. One of the things that he's working on is our health check. So we have a general health check for the protocol to make sure that protocol level this time, the version match over the hood, under the hood, sorry, that the subgraph work, that we don't have any pending proposal on the DAO, etc., etc. And this is all being done via a GitHub action that runs every day. There's a couple things right now that are not working ideally there, and so he's been working on this. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff that we've done. I've also fixed a bunch of things. Receipts. We had a bunch of issues on the receipts. When people buy tickets, and that was the DAPCon team told us about that. Actually, we need to look at the change log because there was a bunch of different things. But so that was some of the changes. Let me look actually because I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Migration to Railway, that was the big one. Oh yeah, we added a very important feature as well, which is the ability for for Unlock account users who basically set up their wallet with Privy using an email address or a Google link to export their private key. That was actually prompted by somebody that is using Unlock for coinage media. And so we support this now. If you go to the settings, and again, you're using an Unlock account. If you're using, MetaMask or some other crypto wallet, you won't see that because you can't export. We don't have access to that. But if you're using, an email or a Google account, you will see that. So that's some of the stuff. So that's some of the stuff that we've shipped over the last few days.
Nice. 2 questions.
Oh, I forgot there's one more thing, but I guess, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No. You go ahead first, then I ask the questions.
Yeah, so we did submit the execution for to bring back the funds that were on Arbitrum back to Ethereum mainnet. I think they're in progress. I would have to check because it takes 7 days, and I think this was done on Friday, so it's not there yet. But the funds should arrive, and then right after this, Clément is working the proposal. We're going to submit a proposal on mainnet to bring these funds from Ethereum mainnet to Base, and so now they will be available on Base.
Very important question from me, from Stacey, and from others. The button for the event collections.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that one. I keep forgetting about that one. Yeah, I need to edit in the UI for sure. Let me actually mark it as a high priority so that it's going to be there. Because I know you guys have asked for that one. Damn it.
Yeah. Also, we have started to kind of hardcore promote it, especially to folks like Pizza DAO, like the Ethereum Foundation, right? So we really want to push them on using that.
Yes.
And collect their events and potentially drive more traffic, right?
And
so yeah, we need this button.
Yeah, I think, and especially since we now allow for importing external events as well, so it can actually be useful for grouped stuff where there's a lot of side events that could be useful. So yes, I'll try to get that done this week.
Thank you so much. Ceci and I are like, yay. Okay. And there was one more thing, though. Oh, yeah. One more thing that came from Danny's end. He had, I think, something up around for Uniswap. And I think he may
Yeah, so
no.
he has the PR, but I left some comment. This is not tested. I don't want to. I mean, my comment didn't
Okay.
go through, but yeah, no. See, yeah, my comment did go through, and this was not tested. I see he's added a bunch of tests, so I'll check again. But this is, Danny, I don't know if you're here or listening to this, but this is a highly,
Yes.
highly critical piece of thing, right? We're talking about sending
Yeah.
funds somewhere. We need to very heavily test this to make sure that it works as it should. So I'll spend some time on this this week as well. Now I see you have added some tests, and so I'll check these to make sure that it's doing the right thing. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that is scary, and I don't want to mess it up, obviously, because otherwise these funds are lost. And so uh, do spend more time if you can, Danny, looking at this to make sure that it works the same. And then I'll check with Clément as well to make sure that we're all good on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you're right. These are the scary proposals, isn't it?
Yes.
When funds can just. I actually had this happen to me just yesterday. Someone was using a service on a centralized exchange called Bitso, and I sent him USDC. And this centralized exchange only accepts USDT on Polygon. So now the funds are lost, essentially. I mean, it was not a horribly large sum, but it still, makes you kind of mad, right? So, yeah, I know a little bit about this. So, yeah. But also, who uses this? I never do. So, anyways, yeah. Other topic for another day, I guess. Thank you for the updates. There was one more question to you. Do you have any feedback on the trading competition? Did anyone actually come through on this? Because
Yeah, Sissy
I
asked this
certainly
morning.
didn't.
So I don't think anyone is actually playing, which is a bummer because I thought. I mean, we have a bunch of people on the Discord that are there, taking uh, uh, Southpaw and a few others. DeFi Jeeves said they would play, but they haven't done. So not sure. I'm hoping maybe the fact that there's going to be some marketing and some visibility around the Ichi bond or the ape bond or whatever the thing sale. Maybe we're going to see a bit more activity there. If not, well, as I was telling Sissy this morning, at least it doesn't cost us anything, right? Like that was kind of a cherry on the cake. Like if people are trading, then we're going to see activity, and that's good. If nobody's trading, it doesn't cost anyone money, so it's not bad either.
I was
Uh,
also
hey,
thinking.
I am
Oh, hey, Danny, you
trading
go first.
a link that was shared, and I think some other people are too. Maybe not a lot, but I think I have been trading a lot, and it's not showing.
Oh, then if it's not showing, it's probably because you're not doing the right thing. Like we made it very clear in the rule that you need to trade with the Uniswap
The router,
pool.
yeah, I copied that link and I just use it to do the swaps.
So maybe you should definitely open a thread on Discord to check that. But I'm pretty confident that we don't see trading activity there, and it's literally monitoring the exact. So that's the dashboard that we use, and you can actually see and honestly, I mean, I'm surprised that you say this because when I go check on even on Uniswap, there's literally no. I mean, I think there's $1,000 volume yesterday, right? So I don't think. Uh, yeah, over the last 2 days, there's $2,300. So I mean, if you're trading, it's not even visible in Uniswap. Over the last week, it's I'll check this, but yeah, it's very very little. So I mean, I don't know where you're trading, Danny, but you're definitely not trading on Uniswap.
Yeah, well, I do see my registered address on that list you just shared, and it's there. But I think I've done more than the number of times that it's counting. But it's counting it somehow. So yeah,
I mean, if you're trading actively, because on Uniswap, like I'm not even so. Let's assume we're not doing the right thing. It may be we're not looking at the right stuff, but Uniswap has the right information. Like they can't, you know. If I look at this is the trading activity over the last 7 days, and I think it's like 2,000 there, 2,000 there, 800, let's say six. So we're definitely less than 10,000 over a week. That's I don't think that would.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm surprised you're trading, but I'm pretty not here, right? And if I see the number of transactions, there's one transaction an hour ago, last one was 16 hours ago, 17 hours ago, 20 hours ago. So, yeah, when I say nobody's trading, I was expecting people to trade multiple times a day, maybe multiple times an hour, or maybe even sometimes multiple times a minute. Trading bots actually are able to do that.
Yeah, right, right. That's actually true. So when I have been doing it manually, but I am working on a bot for doing that. So when that is ready, definitely there'll be more stuff like that. But it's just been like a manual thing because I'm trying to make something more custom, not just a simple bot. So I'm just trying to get the processes down so I can program the thing to do it.
That's perfect. And I mean, you still have a month. If nobody else is playing, you might be getting the prices with little activity. So yeah, you have a month. So don't wait too much. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you're gonna ship.
Something that Ceci and I yesterday talked about is also maybe like doing a little workshop around this to get more attention and just show how it's done if you don't want to do it manually, because the manual stuff it's just crazy to do it, to be honest. I forget about it all the time, even though I
And
want to participate.
I mean, and you have
So
to think about this, right? Like a trading competition, it's never manual. Like we're literally talking about bots
yeah,
trading, outside
exactly.
of unlock, like multiple times a minute, sometimes multiple times a second. So I don't think anybody can do that manually. It has to be a bot.
Actually, I think it's Angela who put in the chat, maybe we should do a meeting with everyone. So, yeah, I think that should be it. So, maybe we schedule a workshop for in a week or two, something like this, and invite everyone and then just see who shows up and wants to learn more. But I have a feeling a lot of people are just stuck on this because they want to do it, but they don't quite know how to, or at least more people than are currently trading actively, I want to say. I think there's more interest and people have actually been able to, because there's like a learning curve to this, right? There's stuff I don't know, so I would need to sit down, I would need to take the time to actually teach myself how to do this. So maybe, yeah, this is something we can do. Angela, maybe hit me up in after the meeting next week. We could do that, although I guess I will. I have to look my flight up, but I think, yeah, let's do that, or like even in 2 weeks, so we have some time to actually advertise this, right? So we get more people on this webinar, or this like workshop or whatever it is, and yeah. But maybe Angela, if you want to, just hit me up in the chats, and we can talk a little bit further and figure out how this could look like, and then we just do this together. Because yeah, it would be nice to get like more people involved. I mean, we all know App is a governance token primarily, but it's never bad if a governance token also has a financial value. No one is like, I guess, opposed to this. Let's do it. Let's do a hot. Yes, let's do a huddle video call for sure, because we love huddle. Do I need to say this more often? Should we cut this into a short reel? Ceci, I love huddle. There's nothing else for me. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Then I'm moving on to a bunch of other agenda points. So, as some of you know, we've been working quite intensely on getting us into Dev Connect. I refused to give up, and eventually I was heard, at least to the point of being invited to present at the Ethereum Foundation office hours, which is where the entire team of 7 people shows up and pokes holes into you. So I felt a little bit like a Swiss cheese afterwards, but it was actually pretty good. I also felt they were taking this quite serious, more serious than I might have anticipated before. So that felt really good. To be frank with you guys, I don't think we will get ourselves to doing the main event this year. I don't think that's up for us. But on the bright side, I'm discussing with them to actually get us as a collaboration partner for all the side events that they're doing around DEF Connect in Buenos Aires. And I think that would be even more exciting because that means we can actually mint more and multiple locks, right? So it's even better. So at least for us, it's better to do it this way. Also, on a side note, the collaboration with Pizza DAO is working really, really well. Because essentially I negotiated with Snacks a little bit and I asked, hey, is there maybe something else that we can do to help you? And maybe that enables us to still be your ticketing partner. And he was very kind and he said, yeah, like help us troubleshoot with all of the side community events. And I'm like, hell yeah, that's something we can totally do. And so we're now on their Telegram and we're doing like most of the troubleshooting. Just saw Ceci answering some questions this morning. Honestly, it's always one of three things. It's like they don't have the base network yet added to their wallet, or they don't have ETH on base, or actually I forgot the third one, but those are the most common ones that hinder them from actually completing the task of making the event on chain. So it's like fundamentals, right? It's nothing crazy that they have us actually struggling with. And so if you're nice to them and try to be understanding and bring your attention to these crucial points, then usually they get stuff done and the event today is on chain. So that's really cool. So yeah, that was a little bit of a sidestep. So Ethereum Foundation, there were some other questions that they had, more detailed questions that I didn't know how to answer properly. So I asked Julian. Julian was very nice, explained all to me like to a little baby. So I think, understood. Thank you so much for taking the time. And yeah, I forwarded those questions or the answers of those questions to them on the forum. So I want to say I hope to hear back from them by next week and see if we can actually do the side events together at least. And this would at least provide us, I want to say, not only a foot in the door, but also, larger exposure in the region. Buenos Aires is a really cool, how can I say, it's a very cool, very young city. I've been twice, and I think blockchain really fits the current energy. Also, they really have a need for that because their economy has been on and off struggling since I don't even know when. Like it feels since and forever. It's always been going up and down in curves. So relying on blockchain payments and digital currencies seems like a really good step for them. Anyways, moving on to the next point. Also onboarded. I don't know if you guys know growthepie.xyz. It's a public goods platform on which you can actually analyze layer 2 movements on the different chains in comparison to ETH mainnet. I've been using Grow the Pie a lot, but I also know one of the core team members. So I've been like, yo, dude, you guys need to start using Unlock. And so the good news is they're finally doing it. So I have been onboarding them. They are also planning on releasing a webinar series. And for this webinar series, they will definitely also use the locks. So let's hope there will be some layer 2 movement on that note. Oh, and then I had a really good, where are you guys? Good conversation with Cross Robinson that I met at ETH Denver. He's an advisor to the board of ETH Denver. And he wants to use Unlock essentially to token gate their governance platform. So essentially like high role memberships. So another foot in the door everywhere. Just everywhere. Just be ruthless about it. Evil love. Okay, and then of course, why I'm sitting here on the phone in the middle of an anthropology museum is because I'm in Mexico attending Cinco de Mayo, which will start in a day and a half. And I'm invited to 3 panels. I was supposed to give a talk today at the Congress, and I didn't tell you guys because I was already fearing it was a South American thing where they want you to do something, and then there's last minute cancellation, and this is exactly what happened. So yeah, it would have been nice to talk to the president of Mexico while I'm already here, but I guess that wasn't in the cards for me. So yeah, it didn't happen. Maybe there's another opportunity at some point, but they're really interested because of their digitalization agenda to learn more about decentralized governance. So yeah, I want to say Middle America, South America, they have a vast interest in all of this. Sissy, mute yourself. I want you hear your tippy typing. Oh yeah. Apropos Sissy, Sissy and I had a really nice actually really lovely chat. So we did Stacey's community spotlight last week. I know some of you attended, which was nice to see. We've also been starting to formalize some templates for social media, which have been working quite well around these things. So the big question is who's next? And I guess we want to try and get the folks from Bond to be next. So this would be not a community spotlight, but a partner spotlight doing another live stream. I've been trying to recruit Chris for this, but Chris hasn't had yet a chance to answer. So let's see if he wants to take this one on or if I'm doing it. But anyways, if you can, watch the one with Sissy, because I've been knowing Sissy for a few months now, but there were some really, really surprising things in there. I mean, I also asked quite, a depth full of questions. But yeah, I won't spoil this. I won't spoil this. Just watch it as a podcast if you can. Give it some love. All right. Finances and resources. The 8-Bond campaign has been launched, guys. Finally, after what feels like 500 years later, at least in blockchain time, it has been launched. We did it as a DAO. It's incredible. They will hold a Twitter space actually this week, but neither Julian nor me can really attend, so it felt like we should wait and get on the next one. So we're just going to do the next one. It's still in time to do this, so it's fine, no stress. But you guys can help by sharing like some of the announcements, right? So I know some of you are not even active on Twitter anymore, but really try and just lock yourself in, press 3 buttons, be done with it. It's fine, right? But it's really going to help promote this to a larger audience. And this is essentially what we want, right? Because what the 8-Bond sale allows is essentially the token is kind of wrapped into a bond, which means it's sold at like a discount price of sorts. Of course, the token value right now is not ginormous, right? But it's still cheaper than it would be on the open market. So it's still a good deal, is what I'm trying to say. And we should get more people's attention around it. But also, I think we have a responsibility to educate people, right? So we cannot just say like, hey, buy this. This is not our job to do. Our job to do is to explain what this is, to explain what this does, and to explain what this can be used for, right? Be it Unlock Prime, be it the governance over this protocol, whatever it is. I think we have a duty to explain these things and not just give me a blue sky so I can collect addresses there since we now have an account there. I don't have a blue sky. What do you mean, Angela? What's up with Blue Sky? I thought you made an account. Or you logged into existing account. Sorry, I forwarded you that. I want to assume she
No,
will be
I
tippy.
was just I was
Yes.
just meaning anybody who has their own account on Blue Sky, if they're not on Twitter anymore and they're on Blue Sky now, please let me know so I can have the unlock account follow DAO members. And I would be happy to do that. And also that will ensure that you know what the unlock account is and can elevate any of the content we put out there. Thanks. And I'll
Nice.
put a message out in Discord too.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Thank you. I will also add it then to official links, which was overdue to do. Actually, the TikTok is doing quite well as well. So if you're not following already on TikTok and you happen to be on there, then do that. Julian, one thing that I forgot to ask you is no DAO member, except for you right now, has access to the Farcaster account. Is there anything that can be done there? Can you look into that?
I thought I gave you access.
Farcaster, not yet. We didn't go there. We just got all the other
Oh, okay.
shit done.
Yeah. It's we can and we should do it. It's just a giant pain in the butt. Remember, I'm pretty sure we did it because you need two accounts. You cannot be logged in two different things. And so and obviously I don't want to share the private key with you. I am 100% sure we've done this. And so you have to use kind of a different device on your phone and on.
What? I don't
Yes,
want to do that. That sucks.
there's no other way.
No, we're just
Oh,
going to forward
oh,
all the
Trin
social media
says there is
content to
actually a
you.
way to do shared accounts. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Well, maybe then maybe we should look at this. Triggs, if you want to give us some details on how you guys do this, that would be helpful. Because yeah, I would love to give access to more people. Right now, if you use the main Warpcast client, you cannot do that. I mean, you have to log in, log out all the time, and I don't want to share the private key, so you can't. You'd have to do the scanning the QR code every time, which is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, if you know the details around this, we need you on this, Tricks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because, yeah, I remember now you wanted to share it with me, but you told me about these two things. And I was like, nah, I'm like, I have enough social media accounts to worry about. Like, leave me alone with this. But I also really like Farcaster. Farcaster is a healthy environment. And I feel, especially if someone with a little bit of let's call it developer knowledge and humor would be able to lead this one. I think it could do probably really, really well. So yeah, anyways, moving on, guys, because there's so much more to cover. So yeah, the actually, the, if you could right now task right now, call to action here. This is the a Twitter announcement for the 8 bond campaign. Just do me the favor of like essentially like, comment, can be a GIF. You don't need to actually write something. Like, comment, share. That's it. Okay, you're done. But do that right now, please, 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 please. All right. Another thing that we actually put together, guys, is there's two proposals up right now on Snapshot, and it should be actually both live or have gone live, I think, today, or will go live today. One is about the 3 potential business cases owned by the DAO, right? That's one proposal. We want to understand, David and I want to understand, like, where's your sentiment around this? Like, which one of the 3 is like more something you can imagine? The discussion in the chat hasn't led to anything, so I told you I will put under pressure by just posting it on Snapshot. So now you don't have a choice anymore. You need to put in your weight. So on purpose, I made it weighted voting, so you can give it weights. You don't really have to decide for one idea over another. Rather, you can say like, yeah, I feel like this is cool, but not so cool, and this is more cool than the other two. But please do me a favor, vote on this, okay? Because it would be really nice to understand if this is like really worth my stress and time. Because that would mean like putting a lot more work into everything that we have already been doing, and also getting the grants for actually putting this off or pulling this off. So please give this a read. If you don't like any of this, fair enough, but then finally comment in the chat, please. It would be the working group finances and resources where this would need commenting, which it hasn't received so far. All right, moving on to marketing and communications. First one I'm still doing, I guess, which is a vote on the finalized marketing content strategy. So this is a snapshot proposal. Why? It's a snapshot proposal because it comes with an incentivization model in app tokens. So if someone creates valuable content from the DAO for the DAO, then the proposal is that there is an incentivization formula that gets applied, and it would be added to the monthly payroll for the person who actually contributes and gets this content approved by Ceci. Okay, this is why this is a snapshot proposal, because it actually changes things fundamentally on how we run operations, I want to say right now. So give this a read. I really try to keep it short. If you want to read the full proposal, of course, it's linked, but the TLDR should actually be readable in less than 2 minutes. Yeah, and let us know what you think about this. Obviously, are you for it? Are you against it? Do you have better ideas? That's usually how this goes. Okay, Stacey, you want to take over with the last few points? And I think you had some other things up from the marketing area, right?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. Yes, on the marketing side, definitely please help us with this content strategy proposal. Definitely something that we are looking for to continue, and also have the community also a way to show support by sharing their experiences around how they do Sunlock and all those things, which is something that we love. Um, First, I will go on the Ninja Promo Tally proposal. Just as a reminder, right now this proposal is live, so please let's vote. We already have approved this on the snapshot. This is our last step to have Ninja Promo helping us with all the marketing efforts that we have and we are looking for. So I think this is a good moment to take this into account. Let me share this link so you can do it right now since you are already on the call. And yeah, please execute your voting power, please. Also, let me check here. I have my notes. Well, right now we have two marketing campaigns running. One is for the A-bond sale, and the other one is the Halo 01 testnet. We will have an unlock challenge for that last one. So, first of all, on the A-bond sale, obviously, because this is a bond and it's a very much different way to engage in a DeFi ecosystem. This will need to, first of all, we sharing how what an A-bond is, what does it mean for people to buy up tokens on a bond and on all those things, which is really cool because it's obviously educational. So I think we this is the best opportunity to also engage with that. Avon already has posted the mm, the launch of the campaign, and we already have reposted, which is what Estella has shared. But definitely, we need more activities than just this first post. So on this campaign, we would have not only the live stream with them that Stella already shared, but maybe we need to assess how we are going to communicate about this a bond, how people can engage with the bond, and how they can execute those activities and get the benefit with that. So, unfortunately, we couldn't have the marketing campaign call today. But yeah, Stella, please go ahead with your great ideas.
I don't know if this is a great idea, but I've been working on getting like the merch mock-ups ready, and I was thinking maybe we, because the way the boson shop would work is that we drop essentially we would have drops, right? So this is not like a regular merch store where it's just like always available merch. It's more like that you're doing drops. So if I'm being fast enough, maybe I could suggest 3 designs that are, because they send us all the assets, right? They send us all the graphic assets from 8bond. So I was thinking maybe come up with some cute designs around 8bond and up, and see if someone wants like a specialty shirt and it would be priced in up.
Oh, that would be awesome. Then we could do some other marketing efforts for that. So maybe
Yeah.
receiving a merch by having your bonds,
It
having
could, it
bonds.
could be really nice. The only problem is, I guess, we merch is still real world merch, which means it
Mm.
needs to be produced in a real world. I mean, I can absolutely go to Gamara. Gamara is like the garment district in New York, just in Lima, right?
Mhm.
And they have some of the best. I think Ceci actually knows it. Maybe some of you don't know this. They have the best cotton in the world. It's called Pima Algodon. It's like very, very fine cotton. Gets
Mm.
traded and sold all over the world. But actually, if you produce a manufacture here, then it's actually quite cheap. So
Mm.
maybe this could be like a proposed situation where, I like just upfronting a small amount, right? Maybe 3 sizes, no more, and then see how this goes. I don't know, but we need to be aware that there's like physical production to all of this.
Mm-hmm.
The other part could be that we do the drop, we see how many people actually engage, and then I get only the pieces produced that have been ordered. That's also an option on how to set up these drops. That would probably be smarter, so you don't really have to upfront anything. But it could still be an idea to also have a test balloon, how merch is doing, and if people are interested in special editions or not. But I feel this is
Mm-hmm.
like a historic moment, so I would want to have one. Just saying, I'm a
But you
collector
know
of
what?
things.
Something that I have noticed, for example, on Alchemy,
Yeah.
in this past week, this girl proposed to have like a merch drop also by DMing her, and she was the marketing lead at Alchemy. So then everyone that DM'd her, then just she took the size and then she was like giving you a link to a drop ship, some kind of thing, and then obviously you just engage
No.
with that. But I mean,
No.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, the that was something really interesting to see,
Yeah.
like engaging just because of a DM, and this was on X. So many people was like, first of all, um, replying to her post, and then she DM'd you on, okay, yes,
Yeah.
here's the link. So on that flow, then just only the people that really were engaged, that wanted the merge, then they received the link to the drop shipping company. But on the side that you shared, that we could just have like a list of the people that are that would like this kind of merch, then we could just only engage with those, and only those sizes and those shippings.
I mean, the cool thing about Boson is, I guess, it comes with a settlement layer, right? So
Mm.
usually the issue with doing these things, or what usually it always happens, to be honest. Like, I've never seen a merch drop where this didn't happen. People were like, "Yeah, I want this," and then they were like, "Oh, sorry, I don't want this anymore. I cannot pay for it." And then you have it all. You're ready to send it out, and there is nothing that actually protects you from this, right? So doing it through Boson, where the settlement layer essentially locks the funds from the buyer until the goods have been delivered, it does make a lot of sense, right? Because trustless systems and shit, it really makes sense. Because I've just seen this in another community that I'm part of. It just happened last week. So I'm like, I don't trust people as far as I can throw them. I'm sorry. Like, I trust some of you guys, but this is how far that my trust goes, to be honest. And yeah, just too many bad experiences in that. And yeah, so anyway, what is being said, and my kid has now, so I think this was sponsored by Alchemy. Yeah, my kid has now stolen it, which is hilarious to see her wearing a shirt that says, "My mom thinks I." Wait, what does
Work
it
at
say? I
Bitcoin.
work.
Yeah, exactly. That's the T-shirt and the stickers. Yeah.
That's nice. That's a fun one. We should do some brainstorming about our T-shirt, because I think we can come up with some fun slurs. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I guess this is everything. Did you have anything else, Ceci? Does anyone else have
Um,
anything else?
no, just a reminder that we are participating on ETH Cinco de Mayo. Stella is already at Mexico, so she's engaging over there. Hopefully, we will have some photos on her participation over there. Please,
Yeah,
just ask her
I would
man
try.
to send us, please.
Yeah, you're right. I should just ask Herman to do it, and Rene. Rene should also
Mhm.
be able to.
Yeah, Renee.
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
so
great.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm going to
terrible
contact
at
him.
this. Yes.
No,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no,
Do
no
that.
worries, no
He
worries.
will
I'm going to
poke
contact
me.
Renee.
But also, I'm not alone in this. Julian also has responsibility this week towards marketing supply captain Sesi, okay? Like,
Our,
Julian's actually at FarCon, so you too, not just
yeah,
me.
the other event is Farcon, so please, Julian is going over there, and we will
Julian
have
is
two representatives on big events now.
Julian is hanging with the cool kids. I'm hanging with the nice kids.
With the party ones.
Yeah, I wonder who's more party. Okay, sounds good, guys. Thank you for joining. And Julian, you please stay in here because you have now very important responsibilities to shoulder. I will stay in here with you until this is done. And yeah, I see you guys next week. I think normal hour and everything. I think I should be back by then, to be honest. I think I leave for another midnight flight or something. Okay, and Angela, can you poke me on Discord so we can get started on brainstorming the workshop idea? Because I think it would probably help a lot. Yep. Okay. Yep is cool. Sounds good. Don't forget to mint your badge. Have a nice week. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everyone.
Stay,
Thanks.
Julian. Don't
I'm
hang
staying.
up.
I'm staying. I'm staying. I'm staying. Don't worry.
Panicking.
No, it's fine. I'm staying.
Uh,
Danny's staying as well.
Danny's staying as well because he wants to